Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we are going to be rebuilding the Miami Dolphins. As you can see, with them being a 68 overall with a 69 offense and 71 defense, we have a lot of work to do. I haven't decided yet what kind of length we're going for. I say if we win the Super Bowl in year one, which we won't, we'll just cut it off there. But I'm thinking capping it out anywhere between 3 and 5 years out. Let's jump in, check out the roster, and see what we have to work with before we start rebuilding. Looking at our roster here, Laramie Tunsil seems to be about the only buddy worth a damn on the offensive line. Everybody else, trash. Dwayne Allen, he's going to have to move on. He's just too old. Mike Gesicki, hopefully we can progress him up and make him worth a darn. Ryan Fitzpatrick, not going to happen. Josh Rosen, not going to happen. Kenyon Drake, maybe the backup. Kalen Ballage, maybe the third stringer. Mark Walton Jr., no. Kenny Stills, maybe he's a third, but he's old enough, we're probably going to move on. Devontae Parker, he's got some youth. He has star development, so that might be worth a darn. Bryce Butler, 71. Albert Wilson, no. Jakeem Grant, no. I mean, we're just starting from scratch on this offense. On the defense, we have Brian McCann, Xavier Howard, Eric Rowe. Maybe one of those guys, maybe two that we can work with. Otherwise, I mean, Tank Carradine, Devon Godshaw, Christian Wilkins. Those two might be worth trying to work with, maybe one of them. Charles Harris, no. Rashad Jones, too old, gonna go. Jerome Baker, we could probably build around him. Same with Raekwon McMillan. Kiko Alonso, gone. And Minkah Fitzpatrick, maybe the best player on the team. And we have our first trade. We are trading off Eric Rowe and Jakeem Grant to the Buffalo Bills for their 2020 first round pick and their 2021 sixth round pick. And we have another trade in the books. We are trading off Jordan Mills is an Eagle. We are trading off Jay Mills, Andre Washington, and Kiko Alonso to the Cincinnati Bengals for their 2020 first round pick and 2021 fourth and fifth round picks. And one more trade in the books. We are trading Murray Smith, W. Akins, Jay Woodard to the Carolina Panthers for 2021 fifth and seventh round picks. And we have another trade on the books with the Bengals. We are sending Nate Orchard, Alvin Spence, and Isaiah Prince to the Bengals for their 2020 fifth round pick and 2021 first and second round picks. Now we are sending to the Lions Matt Hall, Corey Reed, and a next year fourth round pick to the Lions, like I already said, for their 2020 first round pick. And we have another trade. We are trading to the Green Bay Packers Jared Davis, Andrew Van Ginkel, and a next year sixth round pick for a first round pick in this upcoming draft. And now a trade with the Patriots. We are sending Nick O'Leary for next year's first and fifth round picks. And we have another trade, sending Bryce Butler and a fourth round pick to the Seahawks for Trey Flowers. Now we are sending Chase Allen, Clyde Walford, and a fifth round pick from this year to the Saints for next year's first, second, and third round picks. Hopefully Drew Brees will be retired and their record is going to be a lot worse. Buy low, sell high. Back at it with the Packers. Now we're sending off Isaiah Ford for next year's third and seventh round picks. No more quarterback controversy here in Miami. We are shipping off Josh Rosen, Mark Walton Jr., Ricardo Lewis for Darius Geis, and next year's fifth round pick to the Redskins. And we have a new guard on the team. We are sending Jerome Elliott, a 2020 fourth round pick, a 2021 seventh round pick to the Colts in exchange for Quentin Nelson. And our final trade of the day sends Kenyon Drake, a 4 and a 5 in 2021, to the Buccaneers for their 2020 second round pick. Things were down to 48 players. Let's jump into free agency and see if we can get some guys to fill out the roster. Eric Berry? Sure, why not? Let's give you a job. We have the cap space. Des Bryant? Why not? And hey, you know what? We could use another quarterback. Ched Kelly, you've got a job. All right, heading into the season, this is what we have for our roster. Ryan Fitzpatrick, Fitzmagic, starting quarterback. Darius Geis is going to be our starting running back, backed up by Kalen Balaj. Chandler Cox is our fullback. And Kenny Stills, Des Bryant, Devontae Parker, let's move him up. And Albert Wilson, let's move him up too, just because he's on a longer contract than Dez. Chad Williams, Preston Williams, sorry. Move him up. Let's see here, Dwayne Allen. Nope, Mike Kosicki is going to be the starter. Left tackle, the only one worth a darn on the line, Laramie Tunzel. And, oh, never mind, we traded for Quentin Nelson. That will help a lot. Daniel Kilgore at center, yay. Michael Dieter, right guard. Zach Stirrup, right guard, woof. Charles Harris, left, and Dwayne Smoot. They must have picked him up automatically for us. He's going to be playing right end, apparently. Devon Godshaw and Christian Wilkins will be our defensive tackles. Jerome Baker, left outside linebacker. Raekwon McMillan, man in the middle. Nick Perry must have got picked up on its own. Thank you, computer. He's playing right outside linebacker. We have Xavier Howard, Trey Flowers, and Brian McCann as our trio of quarterbacks. Minkah Fitzpatrick will be our strong safety. It looks like they picked up Eric Berry too. I didn't even know that I had automatic signings on. Probably should fix that. Oh, and Obi Melifonwu. Never mind, I picked up Eric Berry. But I don't know where Obi came from, but we'll have Rashad start. Starting kicker, as if there's a backup, Jason Sanders and Matt Hawk as our punter. All right, let's simulate to the midway mark and see how we do. And here at the midway mark, we are 3-4. That is amazing. I mean, we made a couple of improvements, but we just gutted the team and went for the future. I'll take it. Madden simulation's a little dorky, but let's go. We'll see you at the end of the season, see how we did. Week 17. Let's see what we end the season with. And we didn't make playoffs. That's not too surprising. Let's see. What was our record? 7-9. We definitely did not build a 7-9 team, but I will take it. That was fun. And let's progress into the Super Bowl. Here at the Super Bowl, looks like the Packers are taking on the Titans. Let's see, we have progressed all the way up to a 71 overall, 71 offense, 75 defense. Team is definitely coming along. Let's check out the yearly awards. Marcus Mariota won the MVP. Any Dolphins? No Dolphins. Offensive Player of the Year, Marcus Mariota. No Dolphins. Defensive, Von Miller. No Dolphins. Rookies. Do we even have any rookies? Chandler Cox, the rookie fullback, got 7th place. Yes. And, Devin Bush won the Defensive Rookie of the Year award. Christian Wilkins, 6th place. Quarterback of the Year, I don't expect to see a Dolphin. Nope. Running back. Darius Geis, 7th place. I'm down. Kenny Stills, wide receiver. And that's it for the Dolphins. Let's check out the stats for the year, see how we did. We were 14th in the NFL for offense and 2nd in defense. Interesting. And Fitzmagic actually had a pretty good year. No wonder they had a decent record. Darius Geis, 4.3 yards per carry, 1,100 yards, 11 touchdowns. Kalen Balaj, 3.7 yards, 7 touchdowns, nearly 500 yards. Not bad on the ground. Kenny Stills led the team with just over 1,100 yards. Mike Gesicki, 800. Albert Wilson, why did you get so many? But you had 650. Devontae Parker was 600. Kenny Stills easily led the team with touchdowns, sacks. Not as bad as I expected. Zach Stirrup with 8, Laramie Tunzel with 6, Quentin Nelson with 5, and so on. Defense, Rashad Jones led the team in tackles. Tackles for loss is Nick Perry and Devon Godshaw. Sacks led by Vincent Taylor. He's the third string tackle. At least he was supposed to be. He was when I started the season. Well, he led the team in sacks. Interceptions, not too many. 3 by Xavier Howard and 2 by Trey Flowers. I saw that Trey Flowers had that one and all in the same game. Jason Sanders, ooh, an abysmal 66% completion percentage, and it's punting, who cares? All right, we'll see you, I think next up is free agency. In the re-signing period, we were able to re-sign Eric Berry, Des Bryant, Nick Perry, Obi Malafanu, Chad Williams, Dwayne Smoot, Chad Kelly, but not Matt Hack, and you know what? Gotta franchise tag him. Done. Not Torrey McIntyre, not Tank Carradine, not Jalen Davis, and I'm not even remotely interested in re-signing you guys. I really lowballed these guys. That's probably why they rejected it, because I don't want to pay them any more than league minimum. So yeah, there we go. Let's jump farther into free agency. All right, what do we have? We have $41 million to spend on free agency. Who do we have? Ooh, Kareem Hunt, Kendall Fuller, Mike Daniels, Eric Ebram, Yannick Ngakoue. Come on, give me... Ooh, Miles Jack. That's tempting. And free agency recap. I was able to sign Jordan Howard on a pretty reasonable deal. Same with David Moore, Sua Cravens, and Blake Bortles. They're mostly depth, but hey, got to bring that floor up. All right, now it's draft time. Let's jump in. I believe we have the 4th overall pick. Let's see, Dolphins. Yes, 4th overall. Looks like we also have the 7th. Let's see who we want to take. All right, let's see who the 49ers are going to take. And Joe Travis out of Miami, 74 overall. He seemed to be kind of the consensus for the number 1 overall pick. I would have taken him. And Kay Walden, 76 overall, another wide receiver, now going to the Bucks. Melvin Jeffrey, 75 overall, going to the Redskins. We are on the clock. I'm actually interested in seeing what we would be given if we traded out of this pick. So, Colts are offering us a 24th pick in this draft, along with a 5th rounder and a 2nd round next year. So mainly it's just for that 2nd rounder next year. Cleveland also offering us 1st round pick, 4 picks later, but also give us a 2nd round pick this year and a 3rd next year. I like that. I'm gonna take it. We have a pick not that much later. And the Browns take left tackle Aaron Finley, 78 overall. He looks like a beast. And Raiders take Isaiah Sherwood, left outside linebacker. Raiders take the first bust, Julian Byrd, wide receiver, 66 overall. We are on the board. Let's see what we have. I really hate to go away from my draft board, but this is the only quarterback in the entire class that looks worth a damn. We're going to take him. Let's hope he's good. And, 72 overall. But he does have hidden development. So, hopefully he has superstar or something. I did say we reached. He's ranked 23rd in true talent. We took him at 7. Yeah, I know I reached, but we have a quarterback now. And Jaguars took, 69 overall Brian Frost. And we are back on the board. And we didn't lose any chance at getting anybody we had on the board. Let's go. We don't really need a running back. We've got some decent ones. I know this guy looks... God, he looks good. Okay, I got to do it. And 76 overall. 21 years old, hidden development. He is ranked 6th in true talent. We took him at number 9. Okay, I don't feel so bad about taking him now. And looks like we don't pick for a while. Let's keep going, though. I can see us later on the board. Chiefs Cedric Wembley. I wanted to get him, right guard. And Kyrie Bowen, another good guard. Seahawks take him. Free safety Ashley Brown to the Falcons. And, thank you very much. Texans taking William Lamar, 64 overall. Broncos take Jerry Ridgeway, 66 overall. Getting some busts in here. Center Damon Blackman, he looks pretty good. Goes to the Jets. Who is next on our board? And we have a guard. Our offensive line is absolutely trash. So, I'm going to go with him. Can't pass it up. Guy looks like a beast. Josh Shower. And 21 years old, 70 overall, hidden development. Josh is ranked 1st in true talent. We took him at 16. All right. Protection for our new quarterback. And now we are going to advance to the next user pick. And Aaron Broyles goes to the Eagles. Now with the 28th pick. And, not our last pick in the first round. We still have quite a few guys showing first round talent. In fact, our entire list here goes way down there. And, do we go with the running back? I don't think so. Let's go with the free safety. Why not? God, he looks like a beast. Let's get it. And 77 overall, but normal development. He's a good player. He's just not going to progress the greatest, but he's 22, so that'll help. He's ranked, Jalen is ranked 2nd in true talent. We took him at 28. Still not a bad pick. And Clay Callaway goes to the Ravens. And Nathan O'Neal to the Raiders. I know we don't need a running back, but I can't go away from my board this long. Let's do it. And, a little mixed on this one. The overall is a little low, although it says that we picked him just about right. He's ranked 28th in true talent. We took him at 31. A little lower than I'd like, but hidden development, so he's got something. And advancing to our next pick. Still lots of strong safeties on the board here. Look at all these guys still showing first round talent. Do we go with another strong safety? He's got one hell of a combine, decent coverage skills, hit power, awareness. Let's go for it. A little lower than I wanted, 72 overall, but still ranked 22nd in true talent. We took him at 34. Hidden development. He'll progress. He's a good piece. We're going to go with Lindsey Bushrod, wide receiver out of Syracuse. Our first bust. Lindsey is ranked 61 at true talent. We drafted him in at 41, 68 overall, normal development. Wah wah. I whiffed on that one. I'm thinking I got to go with the pass rusher. We need some defensive ends. I'm a little iffy on this guy. I'm just going to trust the Madden system. I normally don't like his numbers, but we're going to go for it. And, I was right. 71 overall. I mean, it was an okay pick, but yeah, 30th in true talent. We took him at 53, but normal development. We'll see. All right, and with our last pick in the second round, I'm going to go defensive tackle. Gabriel Mathis, 69 overall. Normal development, 38th in true talent. We took him at 60. Is an okay pick. And with our first pick in the third round, in fact, it's our only pick in the third round. Better make it good. Linebacker, Ted Fullerton, 68 overall, 58 in true talent. We took him at 73. Decent value pick. He'll be a good, solid backup. And advancing all the way to the 6th round, we didn't have anybody in between, and everybody on our board is gone. Everybody. I had guys scouted in the 7th round, 6th and 7th round that looked good. that I really wanted to take. Browns want to give me a 4th round pick for the 6th round? Yes, please. I'll wait a year to go up 2 rounds. And we have another 6th round pick, and we're going to trade it with the Falcons to get a 4th rounder next year. We have a 7th round pick, but no one wants to give us anything higher than a 7, so we're just going to play combine grade, and go for this guy. He's number 1 in almost everything. So let's see if he's a decent fullback. 69 overall. Whoop. 22 years old, normal development. He is ranked 45th in True Talent Week. Took him at 201. He's going to be an upgrade. Not a huge upgrade, but every little bit helps. And ironically enough, our last 7th round pick, the Raiders are willing to give us a 6 for it. So we'll trade this one out. And that should be the draft. And in our draft recap, got ourselves our new starting quarterback, a running back who's going to fight for time, new starting right guard, new starting safety. Yeah. Not sure what I'm going to do with Minkah. If I'm going to move him, someone's going to go over to strong, or if someone's going to go to corner. We'll figure it out, but this guy's going to start somehow. And another running back for the mix, a safety maybe going to start. We'll see. Wide receiver for depth, defensive end maybe going to start, tackle for depth, middle linebacker for depth, and probably our new starting fullback. Now in the preseason of Season 2, let's make some trades, adjust the roster, and improve. And just like that, Dwayne Allen for Greedy Williams, straight up. I might have tried to get another draft pick, but I didn't think they were going to accept it. Sold, American. And we have ourselves a new trade. We are sending Charles Harris, Brian McCann, who is no longer needed because we moved Minkah Fitzpatrick to cornerback because we have so many safeties. And we are also sending a 2021 3rd round pick to the Chiefs for Mitchell Schwartz, and a 2022 1st and 6th round pick. We have made a trade for a superstar. We are giving up Devon Godshaw, Albert Wilson, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and sending them to the Broncos for Von Miller and this year's 2021, that's a little redundant, 1st round pick. I know it says draft pick 14. I think it's going to be a lot higher. Their team looks really, really bad, and we just took their best player. Boom, Chad Cox and Tyrone Holmes to the Eagles for Jason Kelce. Is it worth it? Fuck yeah. Well, if you didn't see that, that was Daniel Kilgore, a 6th and 7th round pick this year, going to the Philadelphia Eagles for a next year 1. Whoopsie. And there we go. Preston Williams, a 3rd and 5th round pick to the Green Bay Packers for their 1st round pick. Matt Aitman and a 6th round pick is going to the Jaguars for Telvin Smith. We are sending M. Dieter, a 3rd and 7th round pick to the Redskins for Brandon Sheriff. Now in a trade with the Cowboys, we are sending Vincent Taylor and Sua Cravens for Zach Martin, and a 6th round pick this year and a 7th round pick next year. A blockbuster trade has gone down. We have sent Devontae Parker and a next year 7 to the Broncos for their next year 1 and this year 5. We made a deal with the Bengals. We are sending Telvin Smith in exchange for AJ Green. Another mega trade. We are sending Jason Kelce, Raekwon McMillan, and Darius Geis to the Chiefs for Travis Kelce. Shipping Bo Sheriff a 4 this year and a 4 next year in exchange. Shipping Bo Sheriff and a 4th round pick this year and next year in exchange for a 1st round pick this year with the Cowboys. Finally done with the trades for Season 2. Let's check out the team. We're looking at an 89 offense, 77 defense, and 82 overall. Definitely improvement. Let's check out who we have before we go and simulate to the mid-season mark. We have our new rookie quarterback with hidden development, and a trio of running backs that are going to be sharing playing time. AJ Green, David Moore, I don't remember. Something Bushrod, Kenny Stills, Des Bryant, and Chad Williams. For the receiving core, we now have Travis Kelce backed up by Mike Gesicki, Mitchell Schwartz, Zach Martin, Jay Sawyer, Quentin Nelson, and Laramie Tunsil. Definitely a huge improvement on the offensive line. Defensively, we are looking at Dwayne Smoot, the rookie G. Mathis, Christian Wilkins, and C. Thurston, the another rookie on the defensive line. Cornerbacks, we have Xavier Howard, Trey Flowers, Minkah Fitzpatrick, and Greedy Williams. A couple of rookie safeties, Jay Farrell and Jay Armstrong. Looks like Jay Farrell has hidden development, so that hopefully will be nice. They're also backed up by Eric Berry and Rashad Jones. New to the team, Von Miller. Jerome Baker moved over to middle linebacker, and Nick Perry is still on the team. Oh, yeah. And in free agency, Jake Elliott was sitting there, so I picked him up. Bonus. All right, and we'll see you at the midseason mark. And here at the midseason mark, we are 2-6, much worse than last year, and yet I feel like our team is much better. No, well, what do you do? Didn't quite expect for it to be the year. I'm kind of gearing more towards next year, maybe the year after. We do have a rookie quarterback. So, yeah, let's see at the end of the season, see how it ends. And at the end of the season, we didn't make the playoffs. Let's check out our record real quick. 6-10. That's disappointing, but we are up to an 83. That's not really much of a boost. So we were 23rd in offensive yards and 31st in defensive yards. Wow. That is very interesting. The rookie quarterback had a great year. 30 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, nearly 4,000 yards. Our three-headed trio on the ground, well, Seawright didn't hardly get any action, but Devin Stewart and, no ground game. That is really disappointing considering all we put into the offensive line. David Moore led the team in receiving yards. Interesting. Travis Kelce led us with touchdowns, and David Moore with 14 touchdowns. Very, very interesting. How's the sack count? Not too bad. Defensively, Jerome Baker led us in tackles with 151 tackles for loss. Von Miller with 18, Christian Wilkins with 10 sacks, Von Miller with 9.5, Nick Perry with 4.5, and 2 interceptions by a lot of people. Von Miller, Eric Berry, Jaden Armstrong, and Xavier Howard. Very interesting. How was the kicking? Just no good again, even with an improvement from Jake Elliott. Very disappointing. We'll see you right around the Super Bowl. And here at the Super Bowl, let's check out the yearly awards. Marcus Mariota won the MVP, and didn't he win it the last year too? Somebody check me on that. And no Dolphins, what a surprise. Baker Mayfield won the Offensive Player of the Year. Let's see. Oh, our new rookie won, well, he didn't win. He got 10th place. Defensive Player of the Year, C.J. Mosley. A couple of Dolphins in here. Jerome Baker got 6th place. Von Miller got 7th. No more Dolphins. Offensive Rookie of the Year. There we go. Hopefully that gets him a boost to his development trait. I want to see what it is now. Will Trammer. And 2nd place are one of our rookie running backs. Also on the board, our other rookie running back. And also Cam Cather... Is he... I want to say he's our center. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Courtney Patterson, J.J. Farrell, and Jaden Armstrong are on the board. I think those are our two... Yeah, those are our two safeties. Also, Clifford Thurston, Gabriel Mathis, and Ted Fullerton are on the board. We got a lot of good rookies. All right, here at free agency, let's see what we can do. Oh, $17.12 million in the negative. We can't get anybody. We really could have used Miles, or, oh, that's Marlon Mack, not Miles Jack. Actually, the free agency class isn't very impressive, so we're not really missing out. Well, in that case, we'll see you in the draft. On the clock are the Raiders. Let's see who they take. Devontae Humphreys, cornerback, 74 overall. Interesting selection, not who I would have taken. And Stephen Hicks, 76 overall, right outside linebacker by the Buccaneers. We are now on the clock. And let's see who's on the board. I think I have to take wide receiver Tyler Herbert. And 72 overall, that is hugely disappointing, but hidden development, just what I was looking for. 22 years old. Let's go. And we are trading out of the 4th overall selection. We are dropping down to the 29th spot, and we're also picking up a 2nd and 3rd round pick, also in this year's draft. And the Colts take Leonard Orr. Oh, darn. I was looking at him. I thought he looked good. I decided to go with the value. Kind of regretting that now. Tyler Aldridge to the Vikings. Not too disappointed with that one. Let's make our pick. And I think we're going to go with linebacker Jeffrey Judge. And 73 overall. Ranked 18th in true talent. We took him at 6. Darn. And the Rams take Warren Michaels, middle linebacker. 73 overall. Jonathan Belton, 75 overall, going to the Rams, and we are on the clock. At this point, I think we need to fill that defensive tackle void and take Roy Griffin. There we go, finally. 67 overall, hidden development, 22 years old. He is ranked 6th in true talent. We took him at number 9. And, oh, look at that. We are back on the clock. I can't pass him up. I got to go with the right tackle. Charles West, 78 overall, hidden development, 22 years old. Charles was ranked 2nd in true talent. We took him at 10. And LaMarcus Michaels to the Jets. That is the first bust of the entire draft. 69 overall. Oh, Devontae Turk. He was pretty high on my board. 76 overall to the Jaguars. And now the Redskins take Travis Rousseau, tight end. Not bad. And we are on the clock once again. Who do we want to take? And I know we already have safeties, but this guy looks like a beast. Josh Dunlap, strong safety. Ooh, high overall. The normal development hurts though. 76 overall, 21 years old. Josh is ranked 5th in true talent. We took him at 14. I know our board says to take these running backs, but we're so flooded in that area. I just have to take Floyd O'Neal here. Floyd O'Neal here. See if we can really fill that gap there. And, oh, maybe I should have taken a running back. 70 overall. Normal development. Floyd is ranked 41st in true talent. We took him at 29. Always go with your board. All right, I can't go away from my board any longer. Taking in the running back, Amir Jones. 72 overall, hidden development. I guess that's all right. Amir is 24th in true talent. We took him at 35. Not bad. Going back to running back, they just look too good. Gerald Drew, 71 overall, hidden development. He is ranked 27th in true talent. We took him at 38. All right, we're getting value picks. Going with another safety. Looks like we're going to have a lot of trade bait for next year. Russell Spearman, 72 overall, normal developments. Not disappointed about the overall. I'm really disappointed about that development trait, but 21st in true talent. We took him at 56. Now going to linebacker, we are taking Darren Madison. Oh, 69 overall, normal development. He is ranked 48th in true talent. We did take him at 61. Still a little disappointing. We are now going with Brendan Bernard, right end, and 68 overall, 55th in true talent. We took him at 62. We are trading out of this pick, picking up a 4th rounder later in this draft and a 3rd rounder next year. Now we are going with Kielen Archino, middle linebacker. And 66 overall. Still took him ahead of where we're supposed to. 88th in true talent. We took him at 93. We are trading out of this 4th round pick, getting a 3rd rounder next year. I know we don't need another defensive tackle, but I think this guy could move to probably left end. And he looks pretty good for the round. I'm going to try it. 68 overall. He's ranked 63rd in true talent. We took him at 122. I'm down with that. Good depth. And that was the draft. Here's a quick little recap. We drafted Tyler Herbert with the 3rd pick, Jeffrey Judge, Roy Griffin, and definitely easily our best pick, Charles West. In fact, here, let's just sort it by overall. Yeah, Charles West, Roy Griffin, both those guys with hidden development. Josh Dunlap, but still pretty good overall, but he had normal development. That was disappointing. Same with, actually, Jeffrey Judge. Yeah, that was really disappointing, the development trait. Not the overall, that was fine. But yeah, Herbert, he does have a hidden development trait. Same with Amir Jones. And neither of the safeties we drafted both had good overalls, but both normal dev. And Gerald Drew has hidden development also. And Floyd O'Neal, did he have? He's normal development, but 70 overall. That's not bad. So we've got some decent depth here and a few potential starters. Back in the trade market, we are trading off Obi Melifonwu to the Buccaneers for O.J. Howard. And Mike Gesicki has a new team. He is going along with next year's 7th and 6th round picks to the Titans for Jarrell Casey. Back in the trade market, we are trading off Eric Berry, Jordan Howard, David Moore to the Seahawks for Bobby Wagner and next year's 6th and 7th round pick. We are sending Kalen Ballage and Mike Flanagan to the Chargers for Jay Tillery. At the beginning of Season 3, we are an 83 offense, 81 defense, and 81 overall. We're going to simulate to the midway mark, and we'll see you there. And halfway through the season, we are 2-5. That is not encouraging. Looks like we already had our bye, so there's still a chance. Let's see what the division looks like. Oh. So we're going to need a second wild card if we're going to make it. All right, let's simulate to the end of the season and see what's going on. And we did not make playoffs. How close was it? Oh, that is really disappointing. We had a team that was significantly better than that record. Jeez, that is just... I mean, we got up to an 82. The offense got up to... Wow, the offense really improved. They got up to an 85. Defense stayed at 81. That is really disappointing. Let's check out the... I guess it's weekly awards. And Jay Armstrong, Defensive Player of the Week, Week 17. Any other Dolphins while we're scrolling through here? Oh, hey. Jerome Baker, Week 5. And that's it, just those 2 weeks. Wow, I guess let's check out the stats for the... God, just 5, 10, and 1. That is really disappointing. I would have been a lot happy with 10, 5, and 1. Okay, let's where are the stats? And 23rd ranked offense, 21st ranked defense. And let's see how we did. Will Trammer had a decent season, good completion percentage, 71%, 11 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 28 touchdowns. A little shy of 4,000 yards. 28 sacks, though. And, boy, we are not getting any kind of running game going with these guys. Amir Jones, 850 yards. Will Trammer had a few. Devin Stewart had a few. But no one got 4 yards a carry. No one had a lot of touchdowns either. That is really disappointing. That really stalled the offense. Tyler Herbert, the rookie, broke 1,000 yards. Travis Kelce, 800. Same with Kenny Stills. And Travis Kelce led the team with 86 receptions. Tyler Herbert led the team with 13. That's a pretty good rookie year. And blocking, 10 sacks given up by Mitchell Schwartz, 7 by Zach Martin, 4 by Laramie Tunsil. Jerome Baker and Bobby Wagner led the team with 110 tackles. 14 tackles for loss by second-year man, or no, he was rookie. Sorry, he was a rookie. Roy Griffin. Nice little rookie season for him. Von Miller with 8 sacks. That is disappointing. Jarrell Casey, newcomer to the team, 7.5. Interceptions, not a lot of turnovers. J.J. Farrell, 3 interceptions. Jerome Baker and Bobby Wagner each with 2. Jason Sanders. All right, we finally broke 70%. That's good, I guess. Punting, whatever, who cares? Wow. And at the Super Bowl, we have awards to check out. Marcus Mariota for the 3rd year in a row wins MVP. No Dolphins. Offensive Player of the Year, Marcus Mariota. No Dolphins. Jerome Baker, 3rd place. Nice. Bobby Wagner, 8th place. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Tyler Herbert. Already up to a 79 overall. Can we check him out from here? No, we can't. He must have some pretty good development if he's at 79. He was a 72, I think, so that's one heck of progression. Amir Jones, 73 overall. I think he's up from a 72. Got 3rd place. Jarrell Drew, 6th place. That's it for the Dolphins. Roy Griffin, nice. We got both offensive and defensive rookie of the year. He won it. He's up to an 80 overall. I think he was like 76. So nice little bump. Josh Dunlap, 7th place. Floyd O'Neal, 8th. That's it for Dolphins. Best quarterback. And Will Trammell, 8th place. Running back, no Dolphins. Wide receiver, Tyler Herbert. Nice. Offensive line, we got Zach Martin and nobody else. Defensive line, no Dolphins. Linebacker, Jerome Baker, 3rd place. And Bobby Wagner, 10th place. And no Dolphins. Cool. We shall see you in the off season. Yeah, which is what I said the last time. And here at the re-signing screen, we didn't have hardly any money. In fact, I had to release Jarrell Casey to even be able to re-sign anybody. I was not able to re-sign Von Miller, Quentin Nelson, Minkah Fitzpatrick, Jason Sanders. In fact, where's all the guys that re-signed? And there he is, Jerome Baker. That's who I re-signed. He got upgraded to superstar development, so I kind of couldn't let him go. Although there's several other guys I didn't want to let go, and it just hit me AJ Green must have retired because he was going to be a free agent and I didn't see him in the list. So yeah, we're starting over again. Oh, and up here, as you can see in Super Bowl 56, the Eagles defeated the Buffalo Bills 35-17. And with the first overall pick, the Arizona Cardinals take Kevin Driver, tight end, 74 overall. I'm glad they took him. I was looking at him too, but not this early. I will take it. Let's jump in and take who I thought they were going to take, Rashawn Levy, outside linebacker. And he is also a 74 overall, 21 years old. Rashawn is ranked 10th in true value. We took him at number 2. He has hidden development, and he's probably going to be starting for us because we're now thin at linebacker. And the San Francisco 49ers take Landon Kelly, middle linebacker. And Adrian Lockhart, another tight end, gone to the Falcons. Let's make our second selection. And we are going to take, with the 5th overall pick, Chris Dempsey, middle linebacker. And 75 overall, a little better. Hidden development, 22 years old. Chris is ranked 7th in true talent. We took him at 5th. So it's right about online. And back here with the number 6 pick. We are taking Calvin Polk, wide receiver. And 75 overall, once again, hidden development, 21 years old. Calvin is ranked 8th in true talent. We took him at 6. All right, so we're kind of undershooting a little bit, but we're still not blowing these picks. So apparently we had 3 in a row, so let's go. And who else are we getting? We're going for another outside linebacker in Leonard Burrows. Let's see how he is. 72 overall, but once again, hidden development. So Leonard is ranked 24th in true talent. We took him at 7. He's 21 years old. We're getting guys young. They're a little low in overall, but they all have hidden development, so they should progress pretty good and hopefully turn out to be really, really good for us. The Saints take Lorenzo Richmond, cornerback. And Oliver Lynch goes to the Ravens. Vikings take Raymond Elliott. And we are back on the clock once again. I'm not sure if any of our guys went off the board. So now we are looking at Nicholas Trapp. It's a trap. Wide receiver. And 74 overall, which isn't so bad, but normal development, that hurts. He's ranked 16th in true talent. We took him at 11. Just kind of undershooting a little bit. And let's just skip ahead to our next pick. Looks like it's going to be a while. And looks like Adrian McAllister. He just came off the board. And we are going to take... Who's left on our board? And let's take Tobias Porter. Ooh, or do we want to skip ahead? There is a lot of... All right, let's look at it. Boy, he looks really good. But we could really use a tight end. Oh, I'm mixed. Our next pick is 32. There's no more tight ends. There's still offensive linemen. I'm going to go with Kyrie Stevenson, the tight end. And, okay, I'm not going to regret that. Kyrie is ranked 3rd in true talent. We took him at 31. 76 overall, 21 years old. That is more like it. All right, skip ahead to our next pick. And let's see here. Where are we? He's still on the board. You are gone, buddy. You are mine. And, oh, great overall. Tobias is ranked 6th in true talent. We took him at 32. 76 overall, 21 years old. The only problem is he has normal development. Darn it. And here with our first pick in the 2nd round, we are looking at, oh boy, another wide receiver. What am I doing? We need defensive ends. Let's go. And, oh, LaMarcus Flemings, 71 overall, normal development. He's ranked 29th in true talent. We took him at 39. Okay, we're starting to balance things out. Unfortunately, he was really hoping for some hidden development out of these guys. And let's see if we can get another D end. Hopefully he's still there. He is not. Boy, another wide receiver. Do I go with it or do I reach and go for this guy? What do you think? What do you think? I'm going to reach and go for the defensive end. He's more needed. And oh, and it was a reach. Lorenzo is ranked 59 in true talent. We took him at 56, so it's about right, but 68 overall, normal development. Should have went with wide receiver. And with the 29th pick in the 3rd round, we are taking Justin Polk, middle linebacker, and 66 overall. Justin's ranked 92nd in true talent. We took him at 93, 21 years old, normal development. And I just don't like anyone we have left on the board, so I'm going to trade away the rest of the picks, and we'll see you in the preseason. No, we'll see you with the draft recap. Okay, I take it back. They wouldn't give me anything more than a 7th round pick for the 7. So we don't have a kicker, so I'm going to take the highest rated guy on the board and cross my fingers. 69 overall. He is ranked 46 in true talent. Took him at 199. I guess that's good. Yeah, 22 years old, normal development. We'll see. We might pick someone up in free agency. And that was the draft. We had a kind of an up and down draft. Not a lot of bad picks, not great picks. Just kind of did all right. Let's sort this by overall. And our 21st pick in the first round was our highest rated, along with our 32nd pick. They were our 2 highest rated guys. Kyrie Stevenson, hidden development. That is a plus. I did not mean to hit that. And Tobias Porter, normal development. That's a disappointment. And hidden development for Chris Dempsey. He might get a starting job right away. Calvin Polk, he's probably going to be pretty high in the depth chart because we lost 2 wide receivers, at least 1 during the offseason. We're pretty thin before. Roshan Levi, he's got a chance to get a starting position, or at least get in there for some rotations depending on the formation. Nicholas Trapp, he's probably going to be depth. Leonard Burrows, there again, another linebacker fighting for reps. Easily could be in there. Lamarcus Flemings, he might get a starting job. Lorenzo Moody, that's not too likely. And Justin Polk, that's right, I don't want to look at him again. We might move some of our linebackers to defensive end. We'll kind of see how it all shakes out. We are sending Brandon Bernard, Jay Tillery, and a first-round pick over to the Cowboys for Jacoby Awuzie, a 4th and 6th round pick next year. And now we are sending O.J. Howard, a 3rd and 6th round pick, to the Cardinals for their 1st overall draft pick. And now we are sending D. Mason, a 2nd round pick next year and a 4th round pick this year, to the Redskins for their 2nd overall draft pick in this year's draft. We are sending Zach Martin 2 1st-round picks to the Chargers in exchange for Joey Bosa and a next year 4th and 7th round pick. Now we are sending Gabe Buckhalter, Kay Tulliver, and our 2nd round pick to the Cowboys for their 1st and 4th round pick this year and 7th round pick next year. And now we are sending Cornell Williams, a 4 and a 5, to the Lions for their 1st round pick and their 7th round pick next year. Now we're sending C. Thurston, D. McLennan, and a 6th round pick to the Jets for their 2nd round pick. The Chargers are going to own this upcoming draft. They're going to have 4 first round and 2 second round picks because we're trading them a 1st and 2nd plus Greg Mathis, and we are getting Dwan James and a next year 6 in exchange. Getting ready to head into the season. As we can see down here, we have ourselves an 83 offense. It regressed a little bit, 2 points, but the defense went up to an 85. I think it was at a 77. Maybe it was an 80. Either way, overall, we went up from an 83 to an 84. So we somehow got younger and better during this offseason. So it took a lot of work. But I think we're going to do some real damage this year, especially with all the youth that we have. And let's check out the lineup real quick. Of course, our star quarterback, Will Trammer. Starting running back, Amir Jones. Of course, our fullback, Cam Chatham, is still back and still at 69. Nice. Kenny still number 1. Tyler Herbert, our superstar, I think it is, or superstar X Factor, one of the two. I wish I could see it from this screen. That is our number 2 receiver, and Calvin Polk, rookie. Nicholas Trapp, rookie. We've got some really young receivers. We brought back Travis Kelce on the franchise tag, backed up by Kyrie Stevenson, and Laramie Tunsil still at left tackle. Charles West, I moved him to left guard. Josh Sawyer still at center. Our rookie Tobias Porter is starting at right guard. Mitchell Schwartz is still here. Lamarcus Flemings is getting the job at left end. We now have Joey Bosa, as you saw just a minute ago. He's going to be our right end. Roy Griffin, our number 1 defensive tackle. Christian Wilkins, the number 2. Rashawn Livy, the 2nd overall pick. He is going to be the starting left outside linebacker. Bobby Wagner, of course, our middle linebacker, backed up by another rookie this year, Chris Dempsey. And Jerome Baker back once again, playing right outside linebacker. Xavier Howard, Chidobe Awuzie, Kevin King, and Greedy Williams will be our corners. We don't have a real high-end corner, but number 4 is a 78 Greedy Williams. That's not too bad, so we have some serious depth. And J.J. Farrell, he moved from strong safety to free safety with the acquisition of Derwin James. And, of course, we have our rookie kicker, Kevin Simpson. And Matt Hawk is back once again. All right, I shall see you at the midway mark. At the midseason mark, we are 3-5. Not what I would like, but it's still good enough that we might be able to pull it out for the season. We are up to an 85 offense, defense, and overall, so that's a slight improvement. Good to see that, and we'll see at the end of the season. Hopefully we can pull this season out. At the end of the season, we can see we didn't make playoffs. Let's see how much damage we did on the way. And 9-7. We definitely pulled the season out. Didn't make playoffs, but 9-7, tied for 2nd place. Looks like we officially got 3rd in the division. We were really, really close. We were only a game behind the division winner. That was probably really close to getting a wild card. While I'm disappointed with the season, I'm glad that they were able to pull it out that close. So let's make some improvements this offseason, and let's hope we can build on this, and for the last season, win a championship. Checking out the yearly awards, we can see for the first time someone other than Marcus Mariota won. He got 4th place. Just ridiculous, this sim. Let's see here. Any Dolphins? No Dolphins. Not a surprise. Let's see here. Offensive Player of the Year. Was Marcus Mariota. Let's see. Any Dolphins? Any Dolphins? No Dolphins. Defensive Player of the we have Jerome Baker in 5th place. No other Dolphins. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Calvin Polk. He was, I believe, the 2nd wide receiver we took. He got 5th place. And Kyrie Stevenson, he got 9th. Why? Did I miss another one? Why'd the higher guy not make it? Oh well. We'll figure it out. Just shy of Rookie of the Year. Rashawn Levy, 2nd place. No other Dolphins. Will Tremor, 6th place for quarterback. Mitchell Schwartz got 4th place for offensive lineman. Laramie Tunsil in 9th. Joey Bosa with 8th place for defensive lineman. Jerome Baker with 3rd for linebackers. No other Dolphins. Moving on to the final draft in our rebuild. Let's jump in. We don't have a lot of draft picks, but let's see who we're going to take. Ravens get the 1st overall pick. And you know what? We don't have one until the 7th pick of the 2nd round. We're just going to advance all the way through. Forget about checking out who everyone gets. And we're just going to get to it. I hate to go with a position we don't really need, but we can make an improvement if this guy's the beast that he looks like he is. And the other guy will just be on the trade block, and we'll see what we can do. Mario Sturdivant. And 78 overall, which is fantastic. Mario is ranked 4th in true talent. We took him at 39. But normal development. With our 4th round selection, there's not a lot of good guys on the board. I'm going to take a risk on this wide receiver and see if we can have it pay off. And 72 overall, normal development. For a 4th round pick, that's pretty good. Clifford is ranked 22nd in true talent. We took him at 104. With our first selection in the 7th round and the first of our last 2 picks, we are taking a fullback. Don't really need him, but this guy looks like an animal. Hopefully he can be an improvement and we can use the other guy to trade for someone else. Hey, 1 overall better. He's younger. Jesse's ranked 35 in true talent. We took him at 199. Let's go. With our final selection in the draft, we are going Lionel Briggs, right guard. Oh, and our first and only whiff of the draft. Lionel's 59 overall, normal development. He is ranked 236 in true talent. We took him at 203. It's a late 7th round pick. What do you do? And with our draft recap, it was a pretty successful draft. We've got the right guard, 78 overall in 2nd round. Clifford Kyle, the wide receiver, we took in the 4th round, 72 overall. The fullback, Jesse Reveron, 70 overall in the 7th round. And then the only, well, you just saw it. Lionel was a bust. But hey, for only 4 picks, and they were all pretty late, we did pretty good. We shall see you in the preseason after we do a bunch of trades. We are trading Mitchell Schwartz, a 4 and a 7, to the Panthers in exchange for Luke Kuechly. Back at it again with the Panthers. This time we are trading off Josh Dunlap, Dwayne Smoot, and a 1st round pick in exchange for Christian McCaffrey and a next year 7. We are trading off Jacoby Seawright, this year's 3 and next year's 1 in exchange for the Ravens' 1st overall draft pick this year and a next year 6. I hated to get rid of one of the original Dolphins, but I had to. Kenny Stills, a 5 and a 7, are going to the Vikings in exchange for T. Aldridge. This was pretty much just a pure cap move. Slight downgrade, but he's younger, so he'll progress a little quicker. And yeah, Eagles are having a fire sale. They are taking on Laramie Tunsil and his gigantic contract, a next year 2, a this year 4, in exchange for Zach Ertz and Fletcher Cox. Let's go. Woo! Going back to the Eagles, we are trading off Leonard Burrows, Jarrell Drew, Floyd O'Neal in exchange for Lane Johnson, a next year 4 and a this year 2. Back in the swing of things, we're sending Lane Johnson, Kevin Dempsey, and a 2nd round pick to the Patriots in exchange for Stephon Gilmore and a 6th and 7th round pick next year. Boom, Jacoby Owuzie, a 3rd round pick next year, a 4th round pick this year, going to the Ravens in exchange for Ronald Stanley. We're sending Kevin King to the Bucks in exchange for Kalen Walden. And we are upgrading corners, sending Greedy Williams, Tyler Aldridge, and a 1st round pick to the Bears for Kyle Fuller and some throw-in picks. Finally, at week 1 of our final season, after a long and tedious offseason, we really improved our team. We are up to an 87 overall on offense, 93 on defense, and 90 overall for the team. Let's check out our final depth chart for the team. We have our star quarterback, Will Trammer, running back, Christian McCaffrey, fullback, Jesse Reveron, wide receivers, Tyler Herbert, Clay Walden, Calvin Polk, and Nicholas Trapp. Zach Ertz, backed up by Kyrie Stevens at tight end. Left tackle, Ronnie Staley. Right guard, Tobias Porter. Center, Joshua Sawyer. Right guard, rookie, Mario Sturdievent. Right tackle, former left guard, moved him back to his original position, Charles West. Fletcher Cox will be playing left end. Nick Bosa will be playing right end. Roy Griffin backed up by Christian Wilkins at defensive tackle. Jerome Baker at left outside linebacker. Luke Kuechly playing middle linebacker. Bobby Wagner playing right outside linebacker. And new cornerbacks Stephon Gilmore, Kyle Fuller, and returning Xavier Howard. We don't have really any depth behind them, but we have good backup safety, so they'll be backing up at corner. Of course, J.J. Farrell starting free safety, and Derwin James starting strong safety. Kevin Simpson, kicker, Matt Hawk, back again for another season, punting, and yeah. Sub linebackers, why not? We'll show you this. Rush left end will be Rashawn Levy. Rush right end will be Joey Bosa. Rush defensive tackle will be Fletcher Cox and Roy Griffin. And the sub linebackers will be, of course, Luke Kuechly and Bobby Wagner. And forget about the midseason mark. Let's just go straight to the end. And here comes the moment of truth. And we made the playoffs. Yes! And it looks like we have a first round bye too. What was our record? 15-1. Thank you. It's about time. Holy guacamole. Let's upgrade these guys, and then we'll check out the stats. We were 4th in the NFL for offense and 1st in defense. Nice. Let's check out the individual stats. Oh, Will Trammer, 40 touchdowns. There you go. Only 10 interceptions. Didn't get 4,000 yards, but that's okay. Look at that completion percentage, 73%. Only 19 sacks. Definitely our best year for protection, and it's about damn time a running back broke 4 yards a carry. Christian McCaffrey. Nice season, 1,300 yards. Only 7 touchdowns, but Amir Jones got 7. That's nice. Also had 300 yards along with Devin Stewart. Spread the ball around quite a bit. Oh, looks like the battery's getting a little low. Tyler Herbert led the team in receiving yards. Looks like we spread it around quite a bit, which isn't bad. Zach Ertz led the team with 75 receptions. He also had 800 yards. Clay Walden had about 650. Calvin Polk had just shy of 500. And let's see here, touchdowns. Tyler Herbert led the team with 11. Zach Ertz and Clay Walden with 9. Nice. And sacks. Charles West led the team with 6. That's not bad when the worst guy has 6. That is very pleased with the results here. Luke Kuechly led the team with 120 tackles, followed up by Bobby Wagner's 98. Tackles for loss. Fletcher Cox led with 12, followed by Roy Griffin and his 8. How did we do on sacks? We didn't have a lot of good pass rushers, at least not speedy guys. Roy Griffin led the team from the defensive tackle spot. Nice. With 11.5. Joey Bosa with 11. Fletcher Cox with 8. And Rashawn Levy, who was only in there on passing downs, got 6. Interceptions were better. Still not a ton by anybody, but Luke Kuechly and Xavier Howard with 3 apiece. Derwin James and Jaden Armstrong. I believe Jaden is a backup safety. He had 2. Of course, he comes in situations. And easily our best season from a kicker, 84% from Kevin Simpson. And Matt Hawk doing what he does. And wow, did this team really progress. I guess all the youth that I added, and well, we've been adding this whole series, really progressed. I mean, 95 defense, 91 offense for a 93 overall. Let's get it. Let's get to the next week and see who we face. We are taking on the 9-7 Baltimore Ravens. We're going to jump into the game and watch how it goes. A 93 versus a 78. This shouldn't be difficult, but it is Madden Sim. And here we go. Up by a touchdown in the second quarter. We're up by 10 now in the second half. Up by 17. We're really taking it to Baltimore. Up by 24. 27-0. Oh, Baltimore's on the board with 3. And we end it 30-3. A complete blowout. And I will see in the menu when we see who we face in the championship round. I take it back. I'll show you some of the stats from the game. Will Trammer, 125.8 quarterback rating, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, just shy of 200 yards. Christian McCaffrey went off 128 yards, 5.1 yards a carry. He did fumble it once. Tyler Herbert led the team with 4 receptions and 65 yards. Touchdowns by Tyler Herbert and Zach Ertz. Tackles led by Derwin James with 7. Tackles for loss, 1 by Rashawn Levy and 1 by Derwin James. Sacks by Roy Griffin, Luke Kuechly, and Fletcher Cox. And 3 interceptions, 1 by Stephon Gilmore, Luke Kuechly, and Kyle Fuller. Now we'll see it in the game. Wow, and we are facing a fellow 15-1 team, the Cleveland Browns. Hey, weekly awards. And Luke Kuechly, Defensive Player of the Week. Nice. Let's see if we won any others. Week 15, Luke Kuechly again. Week 10, Will Trammer. Week 6, Will Trammer. And that's it for the awards. This should be a much closer affair. Means we're only up by 11 over the Browns, but 15-1, don't underestimate them. We are off to a lead, still have a lead. 14-3, 14-6. Closing out the half. Oh, Browns are catching up. And, but we're pulling away. Fourth quarter. Browns are making it a game. We score again. And that is it. 24-15. We defeat the Browns. And we go to the Super Bowl. Let's go. Will Trammer, 100 quarterback rating, 244 yards, 73% completion percentage. Did throw a couple of picks, along with his 2 touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey, 4.2 yards a carry. Fumbled again. You got to stop doing that, buddy. Zach Ertz led the team with 5 receptions. Tyler Herbert led the team with 83 yards. And they both led with a touchdown each. That sounds familiar. 1 sack allowed by Christian McCaffrey. That's not bad. And no sacks. J.J. Farrell with 1 interception. Tackles Luke Kuechly and Fletcher Cox leading the team with 7 tackles. Roy Griffin and Fletcher Cox leading the team with 3 tackles apiece. And Kevin Simpson 1 for 1. Looks like we have another award to check out. And Luke Kuechly once again Defensive Player of the Week. And before we play the Super Bowl, let's jump in and check out the awards. Mitch Trubisky won the MVP. Will Trammer set 8th place. Coach of the Year, Brian Flores got 2nd place. Offensive Player of the Year, Baker Mayfield. Will Trammer, 4th place. Any other Dolphins? Nope. Defensive Player of the Year, Dolphins. Oh yeah, J.J. Watt won. Luke Kuechly got 6th. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Dante Toon. Looks like Jesse Reverton I think he was our right guard. He got 5th place. All right, we shall see you in the big game. And the Super Bowl is underway. Back and forth. Someone going to score? Oh, we took a lead. 3-0. Tie game. We're up 3. Into the quarter, we score. We're up 3-8. 3-6. Wow, defensive battle. And we are up 11 and... No! Oh! Last minute comeback by the Bears. Oh, come on. We went through this whole journey. We finally got to the playoffs, got to the Super Bowl. We have a lead and they couldn't hold it. Oh, that is brutal. That is damn. Oh, let's check out the stats. And Will Trammer, lots of completions, lots of yards, no touchdowns though, or interceptions. Christian McCaffrey had an okay game, 92 yards, 4.1 yards per carry, finally didn't fumble. Receiving, Clay Walden led the team with 116 yards, definitely stood out among the crowd. Of course, we didn't have any receiving touchdowns, sacks. The offensive line did not have the best day. Charles West, 3 sacks given up. Mario Spiderman and Ronnie Stanley given up 1 apiece. Tackles led by Luke Kuechly with 9. Fletcher Cox led the team with 2. Luke Kuechly and Joey Bosa had 1 apiece. Fletcher Cox with 2 sacks. Rashawn Levy with 1. No interceptions. Any fumbles? No forced fumbles. And kicking, Kevin Simpson, the best offensive player of the game, 3 for 3 on kicks. I can't speak. Wow, that was just quite the defensive battle. Well, that's going to do it for this rebuild. We took the Dolphins from the worst team possibly in the history of the game to not Super Bowl winners, but Super Bowl losers, losing only by 2. It was a great game. So overall, I think we pretty much completed our objective. The Dolphins are set up to be a great team from here on out. And if you made it this far into the video, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you next time. Have a great rest of your day.